between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Pass to 20 for a short gain. Second down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. The Bears at 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. 23 yards on the play.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
13 yards down to the 13. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Touchdown, Bears! Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Browns and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney, 51 yards. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is what they have to tell themselves. Don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he stopped immediately there. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Here's Fields up. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And who's got it? The Giants! On those sneaks, Charles, so many arms, bodies in there. Tough to protect it. You see it there.
And you and I both know that behind closed doors, coaches just call that careless. You know you're going into a mass of bodies and they're going to be reaching for the football, and you're taught just to get low, protect the ball, and just drive forward and get what little yardage you need. In this case, let the ball get away from his body. It got knocked free.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's J.J. Watt, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game. Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. Open man, he's got him. It's Toney for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The throw over the middle, taken in. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They snap it to Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Jones now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I can remember a game here in Chicago a few years back. It was so blustery that Robbie Gould tried a field goal and just about kicked it out of bounds. Once that wind starts coming in off Lake Michigan, it can cause havoc in the kicking game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Fields on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A 1st down carry for Henry. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Fields. And he whips that one incomplete there. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he was with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
To throw again on second down, Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. The shotgun, they run with Barkley, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one, because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Giants take over first down at their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
He's going to look deep down the field. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? By the coaches, they've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the gun on third down, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They begin with Henry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 2.
Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Going right side, he finds Slayton.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those... And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's complete to Mooney.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now it's Fields.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Room here to run.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Inside handoff, Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Off the option, here's Henry.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Fields.
He completes it to Henry. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy temperament throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Fields.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off. I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, here's Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick-6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Once again, he finds Slayton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
Well, they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Fields. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Fields. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's Jones. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with the offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. To throw is Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Now Jones. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about them.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
And the busy night for Henry continues. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big... Yeah.